Hello, we're back for our final lesson in math. In chapter 2, we're finishing up by comparing numbers still up to 5, but we're going to try and see if we can find some patterns as well as counting to help us figure out how to compare the numbers easily. So let's take a look for our final lesson in chapter 2. I see some pictures of some farm animals. Do you? Yeah. I see some cows and I see some chickens or roosters over here. By looking at them first, I'm looking at the rows, and I can see there are a row of 3 cows and a row of 3 chickens. But then there's some extra cows over here. So just by looking right away, before I even count, I can tell that there are going to be more cows than there are chickens, just by the pattern that I see of them on the page. So let's go ahead and start by counting our cows. Remember, I've taught you that sometimes drawing lines on them or a check mark on them helps us keep track of what we have and have not counted. So because they're not in a great group of lines, I'm going to go ahead and draw lines through them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 cows on the top here. And on the bottom, I have 1, 2, 3 roosters. Okay? So I'm going to put a 3. Now, let's see here. If I want to compare those numbers, what can I say? Well, right away, I know 5 is more because I could tell by the way they were organized on the paper. So 5 is greater than 3, or 3 is less than 5. Okay, let's go on to the next page. Page 106, 106. And we have some more animals here. Let's look at number 1. There are some sheep and some turtles. Sheep and turtles. How many sheep do you see? 1, 2. Now I see 2 and I see 1 more. 1, 2, 3. I see 3 turtles, so we'll write that on there. We're going to circle. We're going to compare now 2 and 3, and I want to find out which one is greater. Which one is greater, 2 or 3? If you said 3, you are correct. Please circle 3 so I know that you know it is the greater of the 2 numbers. It is greater. Let's look at number 2 here. We've got some little chicks. How many chicks do you see? There's a set of 2 and 1 more. 2 and 1. 1, 2, 3. And how many turkeys do you see? 1. Just 1. Now if we compare, which number is greater? 3 or 1? Which one is bigger or greater? If you said 3, you are absolutely correct. Very nice. And last one on this page, we've got a set here of some, it looks like some deer or some, actually it's goats, sorry. Some goats and some dogs. Just look at them. Do you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and that same pattern over here? But this one has an extra one in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll make 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw your 4. Let's compare those 2 numbers. Which number is greater or which number has more? If you said 5, you are correct again. I cannot even trick any of you because you are all so very smart. Keep up the work, the great work that you're doing. And let's go ahead and turn to the next page, 107. 107. I'm going to switch tables on you. Now we're going to write the numbers again, write the numbers, look for patterns. But this time, instead of talking about the number that is greater, we're going to talk about the number that is less, okay? So, how many horses? Just 1. How many ducks? 2. Now, which one of these numbers is less or smaller? 1. 1 is less. It does not have as many as the ducks. Let's look at our cats and our owls. Okay, I see a row here. How many are in that row? There's another one here, but a row. Oh, there's a row, but it's just diagonal instead of cross. Does that have the same here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It does. So 4 and 4, but this one has another set, another number, or another cat. So if I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus one more makes 5. And we're counting 4. 5 comes after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many owls? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're looking for this number that is less when we compare the numbers. Which number is less? 5 or 4? 4. Ding, 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 ding. Good job. All right, the last thing we're going to do here is compare the goats again, but this time with mice. Do you see any patterns? Maybe. Do you see this set here? Looks kind of like that. 1 in the front, then 2. 1 in the front, and then 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, we knew this is like a 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. So there are 5 mice, sorry. And it's also very helpful to draw those lines when you count them because they're not in a good grouping there. All right, 3 and 5. Comparing those two numbers, which number is less? 3. 3 is less than 5. It has fewer than 5. We are whizzing right through this. This is not hard math, is it? Let's go ahead and go along to the very last page, page 108. Let's go ahead and count our froggies. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Go ahead and put a 3 up here. And count our turkeys. 1, 2, 3. Let me read to you what the story says at the bottom. Tony has stuffed toy frogs. His friend has stuffed toy turkeys. Count how many objects in each set and write the number, and then compare the numbers, and you need to tell somebody about them. What do you know about the number 3 and the number 3? They are the same. They are the same, or they are equal. They are equal. They are the same. All right, number 8, we're going to do that part where we draw a line down the middle, kind of draw our box into, turn it from one big French fry into 2 French fries. Can you do that? That way we have the top for this one and the bottom for that one. We are going to draw to show what we know about counting to compare 2 sets of objects. And we'll come up with our own number for each side. So together, we'll do this again. So I am going to pick a number from 1 to 5. Let's do 2. So let's go ahead and write the 2 here first. And let's go ahead and draw 2 counters to go along with that. Okay? And if you want to turn them into an animal, like a cat, you are welcome to do that. You add 2 triangles, 2 circles, kind of an upside down triangle sort of, some whiskers, a J, and a hook for the other side of his mouth. 2 cats. If we have 2 cats on our farm and we walk out into the barn and I find the mama cat, 1 more cat here. I'm going to turn this one into a cat too. How many cats? 1. So I have 2 cats outside the barn and 1 cat inside the barn. Let's compare those numbers, 2 and 1. What do you know about those numbers? Which number is greater? Which number is less? Are they equal? If you can answer those 3 questions, you have done a fantastic job in Chapter 2. Tomorrow, we'll take our second math test. You guys did a great job on the first one. You'll need an adult to help you with your test. Have a great day.